I pity the fool who doesn't watch grotkilla TV. Okay guys, this is my Chaos Army Vlog 1. For those who are interested in following along, this is going to be a new kind of Chaos Army geared towards the Warhammer 50,000 story that I'm developing. So you'll want your opponent's permission before fielding this army, just in case. It's going to be more of an old school style of Chaos Army where you had named style demons with the Marines, themed armies, but back in the day you couldn't mix certain armies. This is kind of between 4th edition and 5th edition in style, but a whole different kind of feel where you're able to have just about any kind of named demon. There will be some restrictions in names of balance and whatnot, and to follow on the fluff. But anyway, that's to give you an idea of the feel of the game. There'll also probably be some Lost in the Dam for you fans out there who feel that army has kind of gotten the shaft after the Eye of Terror. Anyhow, this is what you'll need to begin with. Your rulebook always. You'll need Chaos Demons, and you'll also need Chaos Space Marines. Now, if you're going to include Forces Lost in the Dam, you'll also need Codex Eye of Terror. Other than that, and your army models, that should be all you need. Let's see, that about covers it. This will be an army, like I said, that's good for Apocalypse, not because it's outside the Force Organization chart, but by the time you finally have everything that you want, it might be so massive that that's what it requires. If not, if you're playing smaller games, or you're interested in playing the tournament circuit, or game legal armies only, this will also provide you that those armies. You'll have a choice. You'll have demons, you'll have marines, you'll have everything you need to probably field anywhere from 2 to 3 armies if you follow my drift. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the upcoming Chaos Army vlogs. A name will also be forthcoming. But anyway, we'll begin today with some of the models and how we're going to do that. So hope you enjoy it. Bye. Okay guys, this is Veteran Sergeant Pointyfinger. He's the first model I decided to work on for the new Chaos Army. He is from the Assault on Blackreach box set. That's right, that box set isn't just for Orc players and Loyalist Marines. You can take those guys in there, they're just itching, some of them, to serve the Ruinous Powers. They said that from the box. They said, this box, we want to serve the Ruinous Powers. See, he's even pointing. He's pointing to the road of chaos. Anyhow, all jokes aside, the first thing you need to do is to look at the model. This one is assembled. You don't want to actually glue them. It will be easier to deface the models and add chaosy bits to them unassembled than it will be assembled. So, now that said, I'm going to begin by removing the Imperial Eagle here. Of course, save any bits like that for later, or if you have a different army. Always helps to have stuff for narrative purposes to add to bases or to buildings for you terrain builders out there. The next thing that we'll need to look at, chest plates, purity seals. Purity seals are an interesting thing that are only, of course, found on your Loyalist Marines. Now, there is a precedent. If you look in the Chaos Space Marine Codice, there's a picture of what appears to be a purity seal on the Lucius artwork, and that's on page 54 in the latest edition of the Chaos Space Marines rulebook. It's on his chest plate. It's on the left-hand side. There's some tongue hose things looking. There's also something with some writing on it. That looks very similar to a purity seal. Also something that is, I guess the closest thing is to call them impurity seals. That would be on page 60. It looks like some John Blanche artwork with some Nurgle Plague Marines. The one on the lower left-hand side of the picture has dishonor on a very purity seal looking type of icon, or whatever you would choose to call these things, impurity seals like I call them. So anyway, if you want to leave them on there for some narrative purposes, you can do that. I'm going to end up removing mine,
but that's where we'll begin, is looking at the model, seeing what definitely has to come off. There's some Imperial symbols like the Iron Cross looking iconography that's down here. I'll probably be removing that and putting either a 8-pointed star for Chaos Undivided, or a skull or something along that line to keep the flavor, the age of the character. These are older Marines, but they've just turned, so it gives you a real opportunity for narrative. So let's go ahead and start that.